AK's RNG.
Welcome to AK's RNG, the show where we marvel at AK Fisher of Men's RNG. Watch and observe as all of his shots magically and mystically hit their targets, or things ram into him, or things bounce off of him. It's the show where you come and cry. You may ask yourself, what happens when AK misses his shots? Trust me, he doesn't miss his shots. It just means he was aiming at someone else. AK remembers this saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. However, according to AK's saying, you hit 100 of the shots you do take. Can you imagine having all this power in hunting artillery, or even playing artillery? It's no problem. All you do is point and click, and boom, dead tank. Remember what I said about artillery? Yes, it works even in artillery. He already has 4 full pens this game, and now he has 5. Even the Japs needs to get in on this action. Can't penetrate a target? No problem. Join us next week as AK shows us exactly how to lure tanks into ramming your tank and doing all the damage for you.
AK's RNG.
Hey guys, Clonguy72 here, and today I have a dual replay for you guys. It's actually one replay, but it has 2 perspectives. It's got Clonguy72's, which is myself, and AK Fisherman's in his Batchat 25-ton. And yes, it's in the T-100 LT again. However, you'll be seeing a lot of Batchat as well. This is going to be done with the new replay system. Unfortunately, my new computer, only one of the fans wants to work in it, so it overheats all the time when I'm recording. So, I only get little segments, so I've been recording the replay system lately, and I apologize for that. And because of that, I haven't been able to record the live gameplay. I've had to record the replays because I can chop them up and stuff. So, I apologize for that. Anyway, what we're doing now is just establishing where tanks are, because we are in our light tanks, putting shots in, cheeky shots, and making sure we have a lane to escape. We've got these buildings right here we can hide, and then we can just turn around and run away, and we should be safe. I back up, put a building between myself and that Death Star, and I run away. Now, an AK perspective of men, AK Fisher of Men's perspective, he's got a T-49 who looks like he's kind of YOLOing, so he's putting some shells into him, trying to fight him. Unfortunately though, he misses a couple shots here, and the T-49 does in fact get away. But he does spot a T-54 lightweight, and let's see who else will spot. We're spread out here. I've got the left side spotted, he's got the right side spotted. It's a pretty good job. We're pretty much getting everybody lit up right now, and it's really helping us figure out where people are, where they're going to be, and so forth and such width. Sure, why not? We're just going to pretend that that's the saying. Now he's going over this, into this bush maybe, to spot. He gets spotted again by the T-49, that cheeky T-49. That T-49 needs to go, but he does in fact spot a T-110 E5 as well. And is anyone else going to be up there with that E5? We'll find out in just a second. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't look like it. There he goes. He spots the Stritzvong 1030. Oh, you put a shell into him. We have his front, but we're shooting into his tracks and overmatching his side, because his side I think is 30 millimeters. So you're able to do that, and we're gonna do it again here. We shoot it straight into his tracks, and once again it goes straight into his hull. But we don't get a track target hit. He did disappear, so maybe he turned sign on, because we didn't get a critical hit that time. So who knows? Who knows? We don't quite know. And boom! I rammed in that E50M by accident. Holy cow! I was probably looking at my mini map, or at least the team list, when I was doing it live, and I was looking back at the E50M because I was asking AK, I'm like, AK, how much health do you think I would have lost there? And he's like, all of it. So yeah, pretty hilarious stuff. Anyway, now he's going after this light tank. I'm going to help him, but I don't think he really needs it. We both go around the corner. We both put shells in him at the same time. I don't know how my shell whizzed by his tank, though. Didn't hit him, and we combined for over 700 damage, and he goes in, and he finishes him off right there with a good little execution. And now there's a little bit of a lull here. We don't really know what exactly we need to do here. We thought about going to town, like, should we go to the town? Should we go to the right side? What should we do? What should we do? But then some big old tanks get spotted in the town, and so we decide against it. But we still don't quite know exactly what we want to do here. It's kind of a a situation. Now you can see me on the mini map. I'm heading to the town. Oh, you may have noticed I'm using the bigger map for you guys because I know you guys like the bigger map. And when I do replay systems, I'm going to try to remember. I'm going to try to remember to use the bigger map. However, when it switches my perspective, I didn't think of that yet, and so you'll see the smaller map. But you'll just see what I see. That's what I like to see. I like seeing the smaller map. I like smaller. I like everything being relative to where I am. I just like that. Now, I think we finally made a decision. We've decided we're going to rush the C5 because he's got a Stritzfong with him, and so far that's all we know that he has with him. So we're just going to get him out of the game and fight whoever else might be there. And it looks like this light tank wants us to go, so we're gonna go, and we're going to see if this light tank will follow us. Hopefully he will. I think he will because I think he's been itching to do this entire time. The T-49 goes down. That's good news because he was really a pain in AK's side, and now he's dead, and we don't have to worry about his derp gun at all. We're going after C5. E5. There he is. He's looking at us. We shoot a shell into the side of his turret. Unfortunately, we don't go in. But now we've got his side. He misses his shot. Looking behind. The Stritzfong is there. He put a shell into his lower plate. I was aiming for his tracks, but it goes into his lower plate instead and damages his ammo rack. I figured he'd be dead. I thought AK was going to shoot him on his drive-by, but I don't think he did. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. The Stritzfong right there is now dead. E5, looking back at the E5, is he going to die? I think the RU is going to finish him off, no problem. And I tell AK, I'm just going to rush this waffle. Kill him, please. He puts the tracking shot on me, we repair it, and we get underneath his gun, and AK starts wailing on his tank and finishing him off. We do get a cheeky shell into his tracks there, so we do get all of the assists to go with it. And we finish. Not we, but our team finishes him off, the E50M I rammed earlier. Now I'm going to make a run towards their base, see if anyone's there. And we're going to find something there that we weren't quite expecting, because we had spotted him earlier, and he had, if you had noticed, if I were zoomed in, which I wasn't zoomed in because I can't on the replay system, but when we were playing, this guy we're going to find was alive, and he did shoot at me. But now, for some bizarre reason, no idea what, maybe he disconnected, he's AFK. So maybe he disconnected, maybe he didn't, because I don't think people spawn where he is now. No, that's not a spawn location, that isn't. That is, he drove there and he disconnected, or who knows what, his mom yelled at him, I don't know. So we're going to, I wanted to shoot that chief, and I changed my mind. I figured, no, the C5 is spotting me. I want to use this position. We got to kill the C5. I told AK because he was like, should we shoot him or shouldn't we? I said, let's get him out of the way because I want to use his location. I'm going to put this rock in between me and that chieftain so I can put shots into this guy, get him out of the game as quickly as possible. AK, however, going back to his perspective, gone back a little bit, is putting in some very nice fire into him. Putting shot after shot in him. There's 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, he only tracks it, but now he gets all the assists. But there's 4. Will he reload and get the 5th shot in? Yes, he will. And he finishes him off. Now, unfortunately, my computer overheated right then and there, so yes, it's an abrupt cut. But that's okay. Put a shell in the lightweight. We miss, however, unfortunately. Now, what I want to do is I do want to get out of here because it looks like the chieftain was coming. So what AK is going to do is he's going to set up in a bush trying to shoot people as they cross the field, which we'll see in a moment. Unfortunately, though, they kind of got smart and didn't. Because he's going into town. I put a shell into him, into his tracks. I tried to track him. Unfortunately, our caliber just isn't quite big enough to reliably track people. So he does not go down. Now I'm going to try to get out of here. And remember, with this tank, I can be about 200 meters away without getting spotted while driving. 250 is the safe place. That's where I like to be, about 250, because that's safe. Though I could go even further away, because why not? Why not be even safer in case like a patent has optics and all that other stuff? Because, honestly, I'm going to spot you easily from 400, 350 meters away, no matter pretty much what tank you are. And so as long as I'm that far away, I'll be fine. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just driving around, trying to keep these guys spotted. Not really worried. Now I'm turning inside. I would recommend, guys, when you're turning and doing the rerun, like running a respot run, like I'm just going back and forth. I would recommend, see there's another cut there because it overheated. I would recommend cutting to the outside, not cutting towards him. Because if you cut towards them, you get closer to them. And if you're already spotting them, why not? See right here, I'm cutting away from them. And so that's what I recommend you do. And then cut back, etc., etc. Because if you cut towards them, of course, you're making yourself closer and an easier target. Now we're going to hopefully put a shot in this E4. We put a shot right into it. It looks like his fuel tank. Yes, we did. Now this next shot, it's very unfortunate. You can't see it from here. But it goes into the side of... Oh no, I shot the E100. Never mind. Ignore what I'm going to say. But now we're going to switch over to AK's perspective because he's having more of an adventure. Meanwhile, I'm uselessly bouncing off of the tanks. He's decided to push back down towards our side, down this one line. He wants to make sure nobody's coming up behind us because our team is starting to fall apart. We were tied a moment ago, and now we're not. There's a T-54 lightweight there. He's going to pull in, hopefully not get hit by the T-54 lightweight. T-54 lightweight fires an AP shell, which means he is not fully upgraded. He has got the older 100mm, I think. So we only got 175 pen. And look at that. You can see the lightweight. He's asking for help. I put a shell into the lightweight. I do have shots on him from where I am. He pokes up. AK pokes up. Takes a hit from the E100, unfortunately, there. I told him I was going to kill him, but he wanted to kill him anyway. Because I do have shots. We both fire at the same time, and we both hit. As you can see, I hit. And he takes a shell from the Death Star. Death Star was shooting AP. That would have one-hit him, guys. That would have one-hit him. Listen, if you are platoon, this AK needs to learn this. I know he's a super unicum, but he needs to learn. If your platoon mate says he has clean shots, let him take the shots. Because that was almost catastrophic, and we would have probably lost this game. Now, I've loaded up the gold. I have a shot in the E100's lower plate. My first shell bounced off, but my second shell does, in fact, go in. And we immediately switch back to our APCR shells. Now, the strange thing about this tank is the premium rounds are actually AP and not APCR, and that really helps with normalization. I think I mentioned that last time, though, when we were climbing and shooting the Panzerkampfwagen 7s. I think I mentioned that to you guys earlier, about how it's kind of a benefit, actually. Even though it also isn't, because you kind of like the speed of the APCR. But of course, the only time you're ever going to need speedy rounds is if you're fighting light tanks, and you'll do fine shooting the APCR, of course, at light tanks. So that does come in handy. So the E100 is dead. We put a shell into the E4, trying to find a shot on another E100. Holy cow, guys. I think they're having babies over there. I don't know what's going on. We're just driving away, keeping the spots out, changing my location every once in a while, guys. Obviously, I don't want to pop up the same location twice. Going back to the AK of Fisher's, who's menning. He now has shots on the side, hopefully, of that E100. E100 gets tracked. I think that's the E100. I need to point my gun at him. Come on. Oh, there we go. He's dead. He puts a shell in him. Good job. Out of the game. You have to remember, Batchat doesn't have much ammo. He's only got 10 rounds left. 10 rounds left. And our team is still dying. Slowly but surely, we're dying. We're just in the lead again. Just in the lead again. But it seems like the more work AK and I do, the more of our teammates die. He puts a shell in the M103 there, but he switches attention to the Death Star. Can he find the shell? He puts one into him. He rolls a little bit low. Can he finish him off? His shell misses, even though the Death Star is in the same exact location. Because it looks like he tracked him. That's what he's telling me. He was like, oh, no, my goodness, a shot missed. And now he pulls back. Does he have another shell in the canteen? Apparently not, because we switched away. No, he does not. I remember now. That was his last shell of the clip, which is unfortunate there because the Death Star was tracked, and he could have finished him off, but he was unable to. Switching back to my perspective, we've got this E4 here, and we want to get him out of the game. He takes a hit, and now he thinks he needs to leave that position, which he does, and I know he knows that, so I'm popping up trying to find a spot on him. Now there's a bush in between me and him, so he does not spot me here. So I pulled back thinking I would get spotted, but he does not, in fact. But just in case, I pulled back. And can we finish him off here? That first shell went into the side of his turret, and we do. We finish him off, putting it into the side of his hull instead of the side of his turret. .46 accuracy does come in a little bit annoying. Now, most of this next game, should I say, the rest of the game is going to be in my perspective, because AK kind of had a bit of an RNG spike, where he misses all of his shells. And it was at the same time as I was trying to juke an M103. So we're just going to stay on my perspective. We don't have to watch him shoot a building or a wall repeatedly. So we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to him. But I'm going to tell you anyway because he needs the embarrassment. Though it's probably all RNG. He could have just come in though, but he didn't know where everyone is. Now we're looking for this Death Star. I've gone on the scouting run. AK said he was going to because he was reloading. But I told him, no, forget about it. I'll go spot because I won't get detected. So I'm going on the scouting run. I don't see anyone, so now I'm just going to go straight in. I'm going to use this bush real quick, see if I can spot anyone. No, I can't. The Death Star is what I'm afraid of. I know he's a one-hit because AK has told me. Actually, at the time, I didn't. He said he could have killed him, so I assume he must be a one-hit. He must be a one-hit. He said he low rolled on him. Look, there, I switched to the minimap for you guys. You're welcome, because I know you guys like it. So I switched to the minimap. We're looking for this Death Star. Unfortunately, another one of our tanks goes down, but they lost a tank as well, so it's really back and forth, back and forth. If we can get another kill, maybe we can get the brothers in arms too. If we can win this. Looking around, there's the Death Star. On the move accuracy is fantastic. Put the shell in. He gets finished off. There's the M103 doing a little bit of turning. We're gonna turn right here. Hopefully, turn right. He shoots to our left, right over us. We put a shell in him at the same time. Can we put another shell in him? We're circling him. I aim for his tracks. We damage his gun. Said there's an AK shot. He misses. AK misses again. You can hear it hitting the ground. M103 misses. We track him. AK aims up, hopefully. He bounces off. Oh my goodness. Will he hit him? He finally damages him, and he's got one more shell left in the canteen, and he bounces off again, unfortunately. However, we can finish him off. We're down to our super AP, so it shouldn't be a problem. And our team manages to take out the T110 E4 over here. Well done by our team. Now it's just this chieftain. He's pretty high on health, so he's pretty juicy, and we're hopefully going to get in there and put a couple shots into him. AK is now reloading, but he's only got 2 more shells left in his magazine. Well, in his entire tank, should I say. We put a shell into him. Okay, we put another shell in him. Probably the E4 gets tracked coming up and over. Unfortunate for the E4. Here comes AK Fisherman. We put a shell into his ammo rack. AK comes in. He gets around. The E4 bounces off of his tracks. AK is almost loaded, almost loaded. He's finally loaded. He puts a shell in. I also put a shell in. He's going to get another shell in. He puts his final shell in, and I'm aiming up the shot. E4 is in the way. Can I weave it? And we do. We weave it past the T-110 E4. And we finish off the Chieftain, giving us the victory. Holy cow, was that a fun game. A lot of thought and stuff going into that. We did 6,354 damage with 4,798 assist damage. We made 35,000 credits. Without a premium account, we would have lost almost 6,000 credits because we do rock premium consumables, unfortunately. And yes, we do have this thing finally 3-marked. AK Fisherman's perspective, he's only got a first class, but he did 6,681 damage, 3,165 assist damage. We did 21,000 total combined damage, and he made 15,000 credits without a premium account. It would have made 60 with a premium account. Fantastic, fantastic game there. And we've got, what is that, 1,800 base XP, and he has 1,500. I can't tell, it's a small screen. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and if you did, please slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. If you want to send me replays, link to my replay, my email is going to be on the screen now and in the description below. If you want to join the Discord, it's also going to be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. And until then, it's Clone Guy 72. Take care, and peace out.